Welcome to the Art Teacher Studio. I am the art teacher, and this is brought to you by the Low Budget Presentation Company. So, anyway, we're going to be doing some origami today, and I'm going to show you how to make an origami butterfly. But I'm also going to do a very, very short, very quick book review. So let's get this out of the way. The butterfly I'm going to be showing you is Alice Gray Butterfly, Butterfly for Alice Gray by Michael LaFosse. Let me open this up here a little bit. Oh, wrong way. I love this book. It's one of my favorite ones. So the quick book review is, it is very comprehensive. It does come with a DVD, or this one does. I keep my little origami paper inside of here. There's so many butterflies he shows how to do here, but not only how to fold them, but in the beginning, I mean, he just has a lot of cool information about it and how to present them, what to do with them once you make them. There's dollar bills and different monies. Oh, this, I can't say enough. If you were to get some origami books, this is one of my top 10 origami books I just have. If I was only going to have 10, this would be one of them. So anyway, let me put my paper back inside. And the diagram for the butterfly for Alice Gray is online, several places. I've seen it several places, and I've seen other videos on how to do this Alice Gray butterfly. So it's nothing new. It's out there. I'm doing this specifically for my origami group. So let me zoom in a little closer here. You start off with a square sheet of paper. And let me see if I'm going to do this right. Now I'm going to do it a little bit differently than the book might show you, because I've been doing it for so long. So I want the color of the wing, that I like to be the color of the wing, facing down. So that's the color I want showing. So I'm going to face it down. Then I'm going to fold this in half, like a book fold, just like that. Unfold it, turn it a quarter turn, do the same thing again. And at any time, if I'm going too fast, simply pause the video until you can catch up. All right, now that you have this done, I'm going to do from the bottom here. Whatever I do from the bottom, I'm going to do from the top as well. So pay attention really carefully. I'm going to take this bottom edge and match it to the center line. But I'm not going to fold it. I'm only going to pinch it on the side here, right there. That gives me a pinch mark. I'm going to take this bottom edge, go to the pinch mark, and make another pinch mark. So now I have two pinch marks, one here and one there. I'm going to take this pinch mark and match it to that pinch mark, like that. Once I've got that done, I can crease it. Ta-da! Now I want to do the same thing here, but you know, you don't have to do those pinch marks anymore. You can just do this. Take this, fold it in half, take the bottom edge, fold it up right there. That's a quick way of getting it done instead of doing all the pinch marks again. So now you have something that looks like this. Now when I open this up, I'm going to do this. I'm going to zoom in a little closer here so you can see. I'm going to make a little bend here and here. Watch. I'm going to take this edge here and match it to that line. Basically, I'm making a little triangle. See my little triangle? And it matches this line here. I'm going to do the same thing over here. Crease it. Ta-da! And you guessed it, I'm going to do the same thing on this side over here. All four corners are going to be matching. Just like that. Now, I'm going to take these edges, fold them over, so these triangles are now hidden. Now, I'm going to fold this in half, but not this way, although you can. There's so many ways. Mr. LaFosse did such a great job in coming up with this model that you can change so many things on it and still come up with great butterflies. Anyway, to continue, I'm not going to fold it in half this way. I'm going to fold it in half backwards on that line. Now you can see there's a fold line here. I'm going to fold this up. I'm folding it up. I'm not folding it all the way over. I'm just folding it up. Now I'm going to do a squash fold. I take my finger, put it inside, push it all the way back as gently as I can, then squash it down. And you want this line matching up with this line. So watch. Match it up, crease it, ta-da! Fold it over, lift this one up, put your finger inside, squash fold it this one. Ooh, squash, 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 squash. There you go. You should have something that looks like this. Okay? Now, I'm going to do this. I'm going to make the point come to me. I'm going to take the point and now bend it to where the top of the split is, right there. Bend it. Now notice how I'm bending it too. I'm using my fingers here to help bend it. Bending it like this. And once it reaches there, I can crease it. Now I push this down, and now I have these two flaps. And you're going to do the same thing that you did before. Push your finger inside. I like smoothing it in easy. Make sure it matches up. That line matches up where that V is. Now, if it's not exactly right, don't worry about it. Just make it as even as you can. Now do this side. What really attracted me to this butterfly was it's not quite simple. It's more like intermediate, but it had a lot of neat features to it, and it looked very elegant. So now you have something that looks like this. And I'm going to fold it backwards like this. Now, again, this is where I differ a little bit from the instructions I saw, where after doing this a while, I want to make a skinny body. So I am going to fold starting at this point here. Let me get my little pointer here. At this point here, I'm going to divide, and this point of the bottom of the butterfly body is going to match this line here. Watch. I crease it, and it's going to match up to that line. In the instructions, it usually goes a little higher up, but there's a reason. I've been doing this a long time, and I just like a thinner butterfly body. Okay, once I've got that done, see, it's folded like this, and I just bend it over so it matches. Then the other wing I can bring up like that. Creasing it hard. Now when I open it up, you think, oh, there's the butterfly, but the body is kind of flat. So I turn it over, open this up. I'm going to divide this or bisect that right there in half by pinching it, almost like making an airplane fold. If you're familiar with the airplane fold, they meet in the middle. I turn it over, and I always had difficulty doing this part from the instructions, so I decided I'm just going to bend this part down. Oh, I hear thunder. We might get some rain. Once that's done, the butterfly is pretty much finished. And I like poofing these out a little bit. It kind of makes it pretty elegant. The one thing I really like about this, the body has 3 sections, which makes it really neat. And it has little highlights here. Now, again, in that book that I've got, Origami Butterflies by Michael LaFosse, it's he really goes into a lot of detail on different ways you can do and challenge yourself on some little harder models. But this is the one I make the most. I can make it pretty quick, give it out to people, and it brings a smile to their face. So there you have Butterfly for Alice Gray by Michael LaFosse.